Good morning, this is the latest market news. I'm Uliana. Continued uncertainty over the direction of US monetary policy weighed on Asia Thursday, though an uptick in Chinese manufacturing data pulled stocks off their lows. The minutes from the Fed policy meeting in late July failed to provide a clear indication of when the US Central Bank will start to withdraw its bond buying program, with a few officials looking to move soon while a few others argued for patience. Preliminary figures for August pointed to a substantial recovery in China's important factory sector and helped some markets in Asia push away from their earlier lows. The Nikkei was 0.6% lower, held by a yen that softened after the Chinese data came out. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index spared some of its earlier declines and was down just 0.7%. In recent months, the flash figure has been a major market mover, as the data earlier in the summer started to point to a contraction in Chinese factory activity. Thursday's number, however, fits in with a picture of stabilization in Asia's largest economy, following a string of reassuring data earlier in the month, such as trade and industrial production. The yen was last at 98.13 to the dollar, compared with 97.70 late Wednesday in New York. The Australian dollar picked itself up from its earlier lows. It was last at 0.8985 US dollar, compared with 0.8930 earlier in the session. Thursday, the busiest day this week for economic news. On the short list of numbers to watch is the Eurozone PMI update, US reports on initial jobless claims, and the manufacturing PMI. In addition, keep an eye on today's PMI updates for Germany and France, and the latest US release of the Conference Board's Index of Leading Economic Indicators. US initial jobless claims 12:30 GMT. Today's update will be closely watched in the wake of last week's impressive drop in claims to the lowest level since late 2007, which is to say before the Great Recession commenced. But claims data is notoriously volatile in the short term, so it's unclear if last week's news is noise or the genuine article. All the more reason to focus on today's release. The market's looking for a modest increase to 329,000, up from the previous week's 320,000 based on the consensus forecast. It was the latest market news provided by ICO FX. Goodbye.